Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be unboxing another couple of Scalextric bargains from Rails of Sheffield's Black Friday sale. So let's see what we've got. So as usual with packages from Rails, they were well packed in that large box you saw, totally surrounded by nice shockproof paper. And the card at the top was also bubble wrapped, and the one at the bottom, which is obviously a bit older, is just in the box. So we'll start with the top one. We'll move that one out of the way. As you can see, it's been nicely bubble wrapped, as well as the quality packaging inside the box. You've probably already realised what this is, but this is another James Bond car. Not something I'm into, James Bond really, but I do like these cars. So this is, as you can see, from Goldfinger, and is a Ford Mustang. I like the black packaging, that's really nice. And it's obviously got magnets, front and rear lights, digital ready, and is a high detail model. But yeah, I do like the packaging. This looks like a nice quality car, this one. Now this one was, I think, $26.99. There's a number there. James Bond Ford Mustang from Goldfinger. And some other bits and pieces of info there. Yeah, I'm not a James Bond fan, but I do like some of the cars. So first impressions are pretty good. I think that looks quite nice. I like the black packaging. I think that sets that off quite well. I don't know who that's supposed to be driving. As I say, not being a James Bond fan. Is it Pussy Galore or one of them? I don't know. But yeah, first look at that is quite impressive. Let's get it out of the box. Yeah, it's got the usual nut bolt thing. A couple of spare braids. That's good. I can't help but think there must be a better way of taking these out or fixing them in the package, because they're so fiddly, especially trying to put them back in. And even more so if the screw bait itself is not captive when you take the car out. Some it is, some it isn't. And there we go. Yeah, that looks rather nice, doesn't it? I do like the galloping horse. Presumably that's the correct number plate for the car in the film, I wouldn't know. That looks really nicely done. Separate fitted wipers. Got the indicators at the bottom. Got some nice detail along the side. We've got the galloping horse or Mustang there. It's got some writing to it, but I can't read that on this little screen. No, not quite. The wheels look quite good. Pretty good. They're a bit look a bit plasticky. What we got on the bottom? Oh, we got the galloping horse cut out there, and fitted exhausts, number plate GB, and the boot catch. And a nice interior, and I think the driver's actually got the full set of legs. Looks like it. Good looking steering wheel. They've done a good job with that. And there is some detail on the dash. Not sure if I can get the light right here. You can just about, yeah, there we go. You can make out the detail on the dash. And a good decent anyway, painted person in there, not just the usual blob. I like the wing mirrors. Yeah, that's really nice. I like that one. Let's see how much this one weighs. We'll get that on the scales. And then we'll do a bit of a magnet test. So this one comes in at the usual 80 odd grams, 85 grams. So as you can see, this has got a side mounted motor. And plain or smooth tyres. Let's try the magnet. So the magnet's obviously right at the back here, right at the back, and yeah, can't quite pick that up with the with the magnet only. But yeah, I like that one. That's not bad. Right, we better have a look at the other one while we're at it. So the second car I picked up for, I think this one was $22.99, is this monster truck. This is obviously a slightly older model, although it is brand new. First thing I was surprised about when I got this out of the box is for some reason I expected this to be bigger than that. I don't know why. I just felt it was going to be, you know, like the size of one of their trucks, or the Ninko Hummer or something. But yeah, it's smaller than I thought, but that doesn't matter. So I don't know how old this model is, but as I say, this is brand new, as was the other one. So where's the icons on this one? Anyway, this is Monster Truck Predator. Oh, there we are. So this has magnets, not sure what that one means. To me it's tough, and quick change guides. Let's have a look on the back for that so-called tough one. Oh yeah, super resistant. Alright, so let's get this one out of the box. Oh, let's just have a look at the bottom. This is C3835 Monster Truck. Let's drag this one out of the box, and we'll have this one in a slightly more close-up. So there it is out of the box. This one doesn't have the old screw on the bottom. This has got whatever this stuff's called, some sort of wire. Has instructions, spare braids and guide blades. Let's see how difficult this is to get it actually away from the box. So after a lot of faffing, I managed to get that out. But I think that's quite an impressive looking beast, isn't it? God knows what this will run like because of the height of it. But yeah, it doesn't have the gap underneath. It just has a sort of painted on support bars and structures. Tyres feel relatively nice and soft, as if they will have a bit of grip to them. Once again, the paint's all really nicely done. The decals and the teeth and whatever. Looks rather good, I think. I mean, although I was surprised it's smaller than I thought, I actually quite like this at this size. Yeah, it's got the word Predator there. I can't quite read that yellow sticker at the moment. Does it say Cornwall Customs or something? Oh, this is from down my way then. Yeah, it's got a nice representation of all the cross beams and cross members and God knows what else, suspension. Just sort of moulded into this plastic part. All the decals are really nice. Nothing in the back, just the filled in with black. The windows are blacked in, so there's obviously nothing in there. This is a bit of a shame. Yeah, if anyone knows how old this is, when this came out, I'd like to know. Can't be as far back as that old monster truck set they used to do, can it? They used to do the leaps and stuff in the adverts. Maybe it is. You can just see the motor in there. And say that has apparently got, where's this one? Made in Vietnam. It has apparently got a magnet. We'll give that a test in a minute. first of all, this feels heavier than that other car. Anyway, let's get this on the scales. Yeah, so this is definitely heavier, 121 grams. That's probably the heaviest one I've done so far. So let's test out the strength of the magnet on this one and even find out where it is. I suspect it's there. Yeah, that's it. I doubt we're going to be able to pick this one up just on magnet power alone. No, but it's still pretty strong, but then of course it's a lot heavier, this one. So yeah, let's put that back on the box. That's even more of a faff to get out with those silly little wires and whatever. But so there's the two latest acquisitions, this time from Rails of Sheffield, both at least half price, maybe more. Was this one being $26.99 and that one being, I think it was $22.99, which I think is pretty reasonable for these, obviously both being brand new. I especially like this one at the moment with the, I think the black packaging really sets that off. Good move at Hornby there for doing that. So what we need now is a few running shots, see how the lap times go compared to what we've got so far, and I'll be back with that in a bit. So that's the Goldfinger Mustang and the Predator monster truck. Had a quick blast around the track. The Goldfinger Mustang runs really nicely, smooth, quiet and pretty quick. The monster truck ran better than I thought it would actually. It sticks to the track quite well, probably those meaty rubbery tyres, and is reasonably quick. So let's have a look, see how they did. This is on Smart Race, as you can see. So you can probably see there that the Mustang now has the fastest time on that track, going past the Captain Scarlet SPV. I mean, all of these I could get probably with a bit more practice slightly better times out, but this is all straight from the box where applicable. Except that number 4, because that's a very old Ford Escort that I've had for a long time. Yeah, so the Goldfinger Mustang is now top of the list at the moment. And what about the monster truck? Let's see if we can find where that came in. There's one there I could definitely get a lot quicker. The Escort. And the monster truck comes in at 16th at the moment, nearly 2 seconds slower, which is not surprising because it is a little bit on the top heavy side, but it does run really well, better than I was expecting. However, you may be asking yourself, why is there no footage of that running, of the monster truck, and where is it? Well, after running it around for a few laps just to warm it up, and then giving it a bit more stick to see what time I could get, it suddenly shorted out my track. And every time I reset it, as soon as I pressed the throttle, it shorted it out again. So I don't know what was going on there, so I took it apart. I've got a bit of film which will come up in a minute, showing you what it looks like on the inside. Changed the braids, all that type of stuff. Investigating inside, I couldn't find anything that would be causing the short. All the wiring looked good. I tried to run it direct from actually my model railway controller, and it ran but only at maximum of 12 volts, and even then it needed a sort of a start to get the wheels going round for me to turn the wheels to get it going. So I reckon the motor's gone. So so has the monster truck now. It's gone back to Rails Sheffield for a replacement because it was brand new. I'm not going to sod about trying to fix it, so that's gone back. So that may appear again when they send me another one if it lasts long enough. Yeah, so the monster truck was pretty good. I could have got a better time than that, but I never got around to really pushing it. So that was a bit of a disappointment that I had to go back. Thought you might want to have a look inside the monster truck, see what we got in there. You see the front wheels run lovely, but as I've already said, this is shorting out on the track. If I apply power directly to it with these leads from my railway track, so 12 volts turned up maximum, it does work. It's just on the track, something's happening and shorting it out. So I'm going to give it a little bit of investigation, and if I can't sort it out easily, then unfortunately be going back. So what do you think of these two? I liked them both actually, apart from the fact that one of them blew up on me. This one is a really nice model. It was better than I was actually expecting. They've done a good job on that, and as I say, it runs really well. So let us know, did you pick anything up good in the Black Friday sales, cars or otherwise? I've got another couple I've also got as well, I've got to get round to opening and testing. And also the police Subaru has gone back due to the wonky lights, wonky flashing blue lights, and the fact that they only come on at 7 volts or more. Scalextric tried to tell me that they need a certain current and that's why they don't come on, but the Monaco fire car, if you call it that, the Dodge Monaco fire car, those lights come on straight away. So I think that's a little bit of bullshit there, so that's gone back as well for a replacement. So let us know what you think down in the comments. We'll see you again in the next one when we'll have a quick look and a quick blast of something else. Cheers for now.